Deep in the heart of California resides Grose Racing Engines, a renowned shop specializing in high-performance engine builds for drag racing, performance boats, and more. Founded by Ron and Joey Grose, Joey was a protege of NHRA drag racing legend Warren Johnson. The shop has been crafting custom engines since 1980, when what started as a hobby turned into a legacy of innovation and power. Joey and his father Ron Grose have built engines for drag boats, drag cars, hot rods, offshore boats, NASCAR, and exclusive one-piece propellers. Grose's work includes fine-tuning components like carburetors, manifolds, and rocker arms, much of which are fabricated in-house.
The rod program we're doing, so we're starting out with our own forging, not billet plate. Here's a finished connecting rod for big block Chevy. This is a 6/800 long blown application. We do everything from LS to blown alcohol, Brad engines, Noonan. We can basically build anything you need with these forgings and won't have to wait 6 to 8 months to get them. This is the standard stage that we sell, deburred, and then we have a micro polish version of it.
Here, their custom parts can be seen put to the test across the raceways of the West Coast. Joey's customers know power, which inevitably leads to upkeep and repairs.
Here's the head I'm getting ready to weld to repair, broke a valve. And then what I'll be able to do is digitize a chamber that's good and then weld up and remachine the head back to the factory specs with the Rottler EM69HP. Cool thing about this machine versus the Fadal is the time savings, because I can digitize a chamber in about 20 minutes and be machining it, where in the old way of having to do it, we would have probably close to 4 or 5 hours just doing a chamber. We've done a lot of repairs. I've wrote a lot of programs, and I can do that with the Rottler, being they have their in-house CAD programming. Rocker stand holes, when people pull the threads out on these, put a heel coil and then pull a thread, which the heel coil's in there. I can go in there and weld that and come in here and plunge one hole and get it all back to factory specs a whole lot faster than having to do it in the manual Bridgeport or, by hand, which some people do.
Their state-of-the-art machine shop is packed with the latest technology that enables them to not only repair, but design from the ground up, allowing them to complete 99% of the work in-house.
Here's a drag boat engine that we're freshening up for a customer. It's a big block Chevy. It's an old 500-inch pro stock motor from the mid-90s era. So we're getting ready to do the hone. With some of our pro stock development now, we're able to pass that on to bracket guys, street guys, some of the more higher end engines. One of the main things I like about this machine is it will dwell automatically in the tight spots. This block was honed prior to us having this machine, and you can see where it's tight at the bottom, and it'll spend some time down there dwelling that back straight. And when it's done, this block will be within a tenth from top to bottom. I love this machine.
Leaning on their Rottler equipment allows them to create new innovative designs and test new manufacturing techniques.
My dad's still very involved with this part of the business with me, and he likes the designing part. So this is standard big block Chevy head here that I'm getting ready to do some dimpling on. We've seen between 12 to 15 horsepower on 2 different projects with doing the port dimpling on a more street-based engine. We're currently getting ready to do some testing on some higher end engines with it to see what kind of gains we get there, if any at all.
Joey's currently anticipating new Rottler machines just days away to expand both their expertise and shop capabilities.
Just recently purchased the F69A, which is going to allow us to do all the block machining in one machine. Cam tunnels, main bores, thrust, lifter bores, lightning. We're very excited to get it in here and start putting it to work.
From dyno services to CNC, porting, honing, 5-axis machining, and more, their facility allows for complete control over each build that give their clients an edge in competitive racing.